coffee. It's a beautiful day in Honolulu, Hawaii. 7 a.m. Okay, so these are my color changing mugs. They're heat activated. So it will reveal a message by the end of this reading. Okay, so if you're interested, I have in my Etsy, which I will leave below, but it's just my Etsy GypsyFatima, okay? And so I feel like today I want to get started on a reading that I'm thinking I might do every Sunday instead, but I'm gonna do it today because I feel called to do it today. If you hear any like weird noises, that's my cat drinking water. Okay, so I have a book out here with me that is an encyclopedia of angels and deities, and it incorporates all different cultures and religions, because I myself am not one particular religion, although that I was raised Catholic. I believe in learning and understanding different cultures, different religions, and different beliefs. And I feel that there's a lot to be learned with how, I guess, with how we receive information from different parts of the world. Okay, and just for fun, I kind of want to show you this. You know, my little cat toy I got. It's a hamsa. Okay, I'm done. All right, so I did a little bit of deep breathing, lit an incense, some meditation. Well, I guess that's considered my light meditation for this morning. I immediately flipped the book to Saint Francis. So Saint Francis of Assisi, I hope I'm saying that right, but I've had a light connection with St. Francis a while back when I was studying in New Jersey with a teacher, and he reached out to me really clearly but didn't speak. So he was just standing there and it felt very comforting, and I feel like he's been with me ever since. That was almost 5-6 years ago, okay? So St. Francis will help heal animals. So if you have a sick pet or you work someplace with animals, and you feel like they need healing, that St. Francis will help with that. Find and follow your bliss. So whatever truly makes you happy, makes your heart soar, I feel St. Francis will help guide you in that direction. Sometimes we need that extra push. We're going to be saying a short prayer to St. Francis today, so if you're open to that, please continue to watch. If this is where you leave off, then thank you. I'll also be pulling a couple cards to go with that later on. Fill your heart with gratitude and love. Protect your home. So for a lot of people, I think that's super important, because especially if you do spiritual work, or if you have a lot of toxic people around you, or you live with people who are constantly arguing, or there's a lot of things going on, you can actually draw and attract in things that, it could just be that, it could be two things. It could be the stagnant negative energy in the home caused from arguments and fights or someone's bad mood, or you can actually attract things into the home pulled from those fights, pulled from that negative energy, something that you brought in with you even. So Saint Francis is actually a really good diviner who will like clear that all out. So it's really important to kind of tune into the divine and Saint Francis and have them work together to help clear out any kind of situation when you feel uncomfortable or unsafe. If you do spiritual work, it's really, really important to make sure that you cleanse your home before and after, or at least cleanse the space that you're going to be reading and yourself, right? So feel God's presence in everything. So if you believe in God and the divine, as I do, I feel like just sometimes, especially with the coronavirus and lockdown, if you can get outside by some chance, or if you have a plant inside your house or something, but if not, go in your backyard, put your feet in the grass, smell the air, just like take a second and really live where you're at, really appreciate it, really feel this planet moving. I know it sounds really hippy-dippy, but like, I want you, if that can be an exercise that you do today, if you want to connect with St. Francis today, stand in some grass, go near a plant, take a deep breath in, open the window, and feel and taste the air. And when you get a chance, you can replay this and we'll say the prayer together. I'll also leave it in the either in the comments or in the description below, okay? So here we go. O Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is discord, harmony. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. And where there is sorrow, joy. O divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it is in giving that we receive, it is in pardoning that we are pardoned, and it is in dying that we are born to eternal life. Take a moment to let that resonate with you. This is a beautiful image here of St. Francis. Okay, and the book I'm using today is called The Complete Encyclopedia of Angels by Susan Gregg, who I think her description says aloha in it. She might actually be from Hawaii. I got this years ago. Okay, so we're going to use the Vintage Wisdom Oracle to see if we can get any messages from St. Francis today, okay? St. Francis of Assisi, 1181 to 1286, when he was alive. Take a sip of my coffee. Hey, bruja, please. And it also has my logo on the back, but I can also custom make with maybe your name on it, so just let me know, okay? Is that a coffee grinder here? Sorry, totally distracted right now. Okay, sorry. You know, this is on the bottom of the deck, but I do feel like I need to pull it. So St. Francis, it doesn't mention here. It might mention in the description, but I always connect St. Francis to children. And when I first saw him and I didn't really have communication with him, I had started working as a volunteer social worker for kids in the foster care system. And I felt like that was his way of acknowledging that. I've also had a lot of childhood trauma. So the card I feel the need to pull at the bottom of the deck, which is significant, is the Innocence card, and there's two kids here. You might be dealing with children right now. Maybe it's hard in lockdown because you have to be their teacher too. Or if the kids are really, really young, you know, maybe you're a new parent, a new mom, new dad, and it's about really that love that you have and that connection with your children. If you haven't seen your kids in a while, so this might be another message for someone in particular, because of lockdown or because of some kind of situation, it will lift in September. So that's the message I'm getting. And the other message is just cherish the time that you have with your children. It's super valuable, super important. Do crafts with them, create, find their talents, what they're good at, what they like to do, and follow them. Don't let them follow you, because kids like to follow, they like to copy. But I think this time, this period, is for you to actually follow them and embrace them and figure out what they love to do best. And I think you're going to learn so much, and it's going to deepen your bond. People think of the lockdown as a curse, and I feel like the virus is bad. Obviously it's a curse, but actually staying in, it forces people to connect with those around them. And if you're in a situation, and I'm not talking about a situation where you're in a really bad situation. Like, I pray every day for people who are going through something like domestic violence and whatnot. That's really awful, and I am working on that. I'm actually thinking of doing a prayer circle at some point to address people who are going through something like that. But for those who are home with their kids and are in a place where they can actually spend time with them, this lockdown might be a blessing for you, because you can spend more time. You can get to know your children in a way where you would have been working. Oh, sorry, just burned myself. You would have been working way too much to have that chance. And I almost hear like some people, and I'm getting this message now, some people worked so much that they wish they would have had that more time to spend with their kids. Well, here's your chance. Here's your chance. So St. Francis is stepping in to tell you to create that bond. Awakening. A lot of hearing creative people and spiritual people are starting to wake up. Creative people are starting to hone in on their talents and their hobbies. If you had a hobby before but your work got in the way, you just were too tired when you got home, you just, the commute, whatever the situation was, you can't work on your talents. Maybe you like to create art, maybe you're a photographer, maybe you like to write, whatever it is, you know, do readings, whatever it is, this is your awakening. I feel St. Francis is telling you to tap into your natural talent and be, the world needs that. That's what you're born to do on this planet. This is your opportunity. This is a gift. Do it. Don't waste time. I feel like that one is what we need, I think. I'm feeling pulled to pull this one in the middle here. Choice. Okay. So some of you, so I almost see travel in here too at some point. Some of you feel a little bit stagnant and trapped because you can't really travel because of the situation. Other people feel, I mean, you can, but you know, it's not really the greatest thing to do right now, but you can. Just be careful, right? I feel like it's also a choice as far as I'm feeling closely. In the next 2 weeks, you're gonna have to make a difficult decision, and it's something that came up unexpectedly. And am feeling that, and Francis is my guide today, so he's speaking to me, St. Francis. You are being divinely guided towards the right choice. This situation came up out of nowhere, and it happened for a reason. So this might be an opportunity for you to look at yourself. It might be an opportunity for the other person, if it's someone else that you're dealing with, or multiple people that you're dealing with, for them to look at themselves and their situation and kind of like decide what's really important to you, and what do you need to heal and fix. There's something that you're not being true to yourself about. There's something you're either in denial or you're not being true to yourself. Are you really happy? If you're not happy, are you going to find a way to improve that happiness? Are you going to find a way to work on that? And that's what this choice is. And I feel one more card, and then I'm going to end it with a quick closing prayer, okay? Discernment. Yeah, you're hiding something from someone, or someone is hiding something from you, or you're not seeing the truth in a situation. You're refusing to see the truth in a situation. And I would ask St. Francis to uncover those truths to you, to reveal them to yourself, because I feel like if there's other people involved, they already know what that is, but you are not looking at it. You're refusing to look at it. Look at her. She's covering her eyes, covering their mouth, covering their ears, like you don't want to hear it. You might need help with something that you can't face on your own, and it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to face this. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. If you're wearing a mask and putting on an image for other people, drop it now. Drop it now. That's the message I'm getting. Drop it now. It is only going to get worse later and hold you back. You have no fear in coming out. You have people that love and support you. You have family that will help you. And St. Francis is here to deliver that message, okay? So, I said one more card, but I feel like this one wants to be pulled. Release. These cards are so beautiful. Release any self-doubt you have, and just leave it to God. Just put everything in divine hands, in divine... there is a divine timing card in here, but that's not what I'm feeling. You just need to release, let go of your worries and your fears, and know that everything is going to be okay. Put everything you can into, some of you needs to be into a project, and others it needs to be into yourself. Okay, go inward. If you've been, so it's basically, if you've been putting everything into a project already, then you need to start putting everything into yourself. Go inwards, meditate, figure out what the hell's going on. If you're not a meditating person and you're more logical, like more cerebral rather, not logical, but like write down what it is. Just write. I feel like I don't even know what to tell you to write. I feel like as soon as you put the pen to paper, everything will come out. Journal, and really face yourself, because this is about healing. They say by a certain age, if you don't heal a lot of old childhood wounds, or any wounds that you have that are just open and sore, you will stay like that for the rest of your life. So this is extremely significant. That's the message I'm getting for today, okay? Alrighty then. So right now I'm going to take a few seconds, a few moments. I'd like you to join me if you're interested. I want you to close your eyes, and I'm going to light some Palo Santo that I got at a Native American reservation a long time ago from Peru. It's got some wax on it, so I don't know if it'll even light, but we'll see. Yeah, there it goes. So I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to think of some, besides the bright white light that surrounds you, golden warm light. I want you to think about something, anything that comes to mind initially, and I want you to ask that situation, that person that comes to mind, whatever it is, the image that comes to mind, a memory, whatever it is, what you need to do. So let's take a moment to do that, and I'm asking St. Francis to guide, okay? St. Francis, please guide us in this light meditation and prayer towards you. Please help everybody who is watching this to tap in deep inside themselves, to figure out where they need to go next, to find their own divine guidance and wisdom. Help them to communicate with whoever is present or whatever situation is present, and heal the hole in their heart and find the answers they need. Amen. So I'll take a moment for you guys to just focus on that, okay? The message I'm also getting to, if you're struggling with an addiction, gambling, drinking, if you have violent tendencies, drugs, like heavy drugs, if you'd like now, you can ask St. Francis for help. He will guide you. Maybe to a program or to people that can help you. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me, and if this video interested you, please let me know in the comments. If you'd like a personal reading, please DM me, direct message me on Instagram, GypsyFatima, or you can message me on Facebook, GypsyFatima, or you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, GypsyFatima. And if you have any questions or anything like that based on this, I guess you could say service today, please let me know. And also, again, the mugs. If you're interested in a custom mug or one of these, I think I have one of these in stock, and I also have a flying saucer one, like an alien themed one that's pretty dope. Just message me as well, and you can also email me at fatimapsychic.com. Good morning, have a beautiful